What's up guys, it's your girl Lily back with another video. Today I'm super excited to be sharing with you all of my reptiles. I'm not sure how many there are, so that means you're going to have to watch this entire video. Like and comment down below how many reptiles I have because I don't know, there's a lot of them. Oh, and before anyone wants to hate on me for having this many reptiles, if you will notice, the reptiles I keep are very low maintenance. I have over 20 some snakes, yes, but you will not catch me having over 20 bearded dragons. There's a difference there. Snakes get fed once a week, bearded dragons get fed 3 times a day. I guess this video is probably one I should have done as like the first video on my channel. But it was like I was waiting on the perfect day to do it. But let's be realistic about this. When you have this many reptiles, there's never going to be one day in particular that you can hold all of your reptiles. I mean, there's just certain times when you shouldn't hold your reptiles if you want to be a responsible reptile keeper. And we'll go into more detail about that whenever we get to those particular animals. But I will be showing you each and every one of the reptiles in my family. And I really hope you enjoy this video. I worked really hard on it. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any more videos. Thank you. So the first snake I'm going to be showing you guys is my beautiful albino milk snake. His name is Gecko. This is definitely one of my favorite species of snakes to keep. They are just so cool to watch. They're very active. Some people say that they are really squirmy, which he was as a baby, but honestly, it really didn't take much handling at all to calm him down. Like, he's just, see how chill he's being? And I think he's about to shed because he is looking a little dull. Usually his red is a lot brighter than this. But he's fine. I mean, he's chill. There are some of my snakes that I will not hold when they are in shed because they do get really stressed out. But there's also a few that don't really mind either way. This is definitely one of my favorite snakes. He's just such a little cutie pie. And he's so fun to watch. He's so active. Next we have my tiniest little baby. This is Twyla. I've got substrate all over my hands from digging her out of her enclosure. Twyla looks like a normal Western hognose or plains hognose, as they like to call them now. But she is het lavender. So I was hoping to breed her to my lavender male once she gets big enough and have some lavender babies. She's very tiny right now, so it's gonna be a while, but she's absolutely adorable. I love this snake so much. She's so funny. Like, she hisses so much and it's like, wow, I'm so scared of you, you big cobra. Yeah, she's a little tiny baby cobra. She is by far one of my most pickiest eaters. She will not eat a regular mouse. She needs to have her mouse seasoned. You have to soak it in tuna juice in order for her to eat it, or she will not have anything to do with it. Before I tried the tuna trick, she would only eat chicken hearts. So this is a very picky girl. She gets what she wants either way. So yeah, that's my smallest little baby. Next we have this amazing boy right here. He is very, very shy. He's a very small baby. He doesn't bite. However, once he feels flesh, he will jump out of your hands, like right out of your hands. So we're on the hook for now. Yeah, he is one of my newer babies. And I love him so much. Tokyo is just so adorable. And I'm trying to get him used to me, but he's just not ready yet. So we're going to be working towards it. It's fine. Oh wow, he's actually not jumping away. So this is Nova. She is deep in shed, as you can see by her little eyeballs. Definitely won't be taking her out just because she is such a spaz. Like, she's scared of her own shadow. So I don't want to take her out when she can't hardly see and stress her out. It's not worth it. That's the thing about keeping snakes that's so cool, is like they have their own personalities, and it's so much fun to get to know these snakes and their different personalities. Like with Draco, I can hold him when he's about to shed. I can hold Eclipse whenever she's about to shed, but I know there's no way I'm going to be able to hold Nova without her freaking out when she's in shed. Because she freaks out even when she's not in shed, and it takes her a really long time to calm down. So yeah, we're just going to leave her alone and admire her from afar. She's usually really bright orange and red, but she looks purple right now. But yeah, that's my little gorgeous corn snake Nova. And we're going to go leave her alone now. So I'm just going to be showing y'all this guy right here, simply because he really does not like being handled at all. He will bite me continuously until I put him back in his enclosure, and he might also refuse food. He's supposed to eat tonight, so we're just gonna leave him right there. It's constantly a struggle with him and handling because he does not tolerate it. When I try to handle him, he will refuse food. Then I have to like let him calm down a couple days, and then he'll eat again. He's more of a snake that you appreciate in the enclosure and admire from a distance, not the snake you handle. I mean, we're working on it, okay? We might get there one day, but right now we're just not there. Oh yeah, and his name is Orion, by the way. I should have mentioned that before. But yes, this is Orion, and he's a little cutie. He just does not like being handled right now. Stella here is my albino superconda western hognose, or they actually changed the name to Plains hognose now. They're not even considered a western hognose, but everybody's used to calling them western hognose. So I won't be holding her today either, because for the simple fact that she did not eat this past time when I tried to feed her. And when my snakes don't eat, they don't get held until they start eating again, which is really weird because she's usually a great eater. Like, I don't think she's ever missed a meal. But that's the thing with I can tell she's hungry because she's begging, but y'all, I literally tried to feed her yesterday. But that's the thing with western hognose or plains hognose, is that they can also be picky, and they can refuse food for the smallest little mistake you might make. I think her problem was that the mouse was wet, and she's not used to the mouse being wet. So I'm sorry, still, it'll never happen again. So, I don't mean to brag or anything, but I have some gorgeous ball pythons. This right here is my killer clown female. She is still a juvenile. She's not quite full grown yet. But she's getting there. She's getting some size on her. I love the clown morphs. They are just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at that. And look at her head stamp. She's just a beautiful, beautiful snake. I bought Soraya from a breeder-owned morph market. But, yeah. This is Soraya. Isn't she cute? Oh my god, I love this snake so much. She's a little cutie pie. She's a little cutie pie. So this girl, I'm not going to keep out very long just because she's not in the best of moods today. But she is one of my largest ball pythons. She is a pastel ball python. And she's a big girl. She's a very big girl. And trying to like get her where she's like looks cute for the video. Okay, there we go. She's a very big girl. And she has the most gorgeous eyes. I don't know if I told you or not, but her name is Aurora. She's my biggest ball python other than Luna. Next up, we have Keela. Keela was a Craigslist rescue. She was being housed with another ball python in a 75-gallon tank. And the both of them were only being fed one small mouse apiece per month. Yeah, whenever I saw the picture of her on Craigslist, I was just like, oh my gosh, I have to go save her. And now she is getting so big and so healthy. I'm so proud of her. Here's a picture of what she looked like before. And here she is now. She's a cinnamon ball python. She kind of just looks like a normal to me, but I don't know. She might be a cinnamon. She's a very outgoing ball python, and she is a great feeder now. The guy that I rescued her from obviously didn't know anything about ball pythons. You know, he had them in a 75-gallon with aspen bedding, a 150-watt heat bulb, which is way too hot of a hot spot for ball pythons. As if it wasn't bad enough that he was housing her with another snake, I had to save her from that situation because, I mean, the picture on Craigslist, like, you could just tell that she was so skinny. And whenever I got her, you could feel every bone in her body. She was so skinny. She couldn't even hold her head up. It was sad. And like the guy I got her from told me, you know, she has trouble shedding sometimes. So when she gets it stuck on her eyeballs, you just take some tape and you lay it over her eyeball, and then you pull it off to get that shed off of there. That's what he told me. No. If a snake is having trouble shedding, it means you need to raise the humidity. It's never a snake's fault that they can't shed properly. It's your fault as their keeper. So Poor thing, man. That, I'm gonna see if I can find the pictures of this tank they were in and all of the stuck shed that was just everywhere. It was crazy. And I'm sorry, but ball pythons are not social animals. They do not need to be housed together. It causes them more stress than anything. And I don't care if you think they love each other and they're cuddling. They're not cuddling. They are having to share the hide that you provided them with. They're not cuddling. They need their own space. As ball pythons, they don't need to be housed together. I'm sorry. No matter what anybody says, you do not house ball pythons together. Ever. Okay? Anyways, I'm going to go put her back up now and go get the next thing. So this right here is my bamboo girl, Skye. And she can be a little feisty sometimes, but I think it's cute. She is getting really big. Oops, sorry girl. She is getting really big. As you can see, she's not quite reached adulthood yet, but she's eating. She eats great and she's growing and shedding really well. The thing about them is that you have to have their husbandry correct or else they're not going to eat. This is Skye. She is a bamboo ball python. So this is Solaris. We're not going to keep him out long because he is about to shed. And I don't want to stress him out because he's already like a very shy boy. So this is him. He's beautiful. He's a super phantom yellow belly ball python. And I got him from the same breeder that I got Aurora from. Solaris. Next we have my little baby Astro. Whoop. Astro here is a clown ball python, and he has a gorgeous head stamp. If I can get his little head out to show you. He's looking at me. He's very cute. Yep, and that's my little baby. I think he's like so gorgeous. I love the clown pattern. It's just one of my favorite morphs, definitely. That's why I have two of them. But yeah, this is Astro. And he's a little cutie. And here we have my banana ball python, Aries. But yeah, he's just another little baby. I mean, he's not really small, but I can still consider this a little baby. Aries is actually from PetSmart. Don't hate me, please. I definitely don't support the big chain pet stores selling reptiles or animals at all, period. But when I saw him, he was pretty skinny. He was out during the day and he was having a rough shed, and he was just like looking at me like it was almost like he was talking to me. I did at least talk them into giving me a discount because he did have a stuck shed and he was out during the day and he hadn't eaten for them in about a month. So I did get a pretty big discount for this boy, and I love him to death. I love his personality. He's so explorative. He's so goofy and funny. Like, I just love this animal so much. It's like with a lot of my animals, I have that instant connection with them whenever I first see them. And Aries was definitely one of those instances. He's so sweet. I love this snake. And the bananas are just, oh, they're gorgeous. So that is Aries, ladies and gentlemen. Next is this gorgeous boy. His name is Pluto. And he is a citrus pastel super lesser. That makes him a blue-eyed Lucy. So Pluto here I bought from a reputable breeder on Morph Market. And I am super proud of him because when I first got him, he only wanted to eat mice. He didn't want anything to do with rats. But recently, he finally switched to rats. Didn't you, big boy? He was very, very shy whenever I first got him. He actually tried to bite me the first day whenever I was putting him in his enclosure. But he's opened up a lot since then. And he's just a little squirmy wormy now. But he's such a sweetheart. I love him. And he's absolutely gorgeous. And another ball python. Here we have my boy Cosmo. He is a black pastel, no, banana black pastel spot nose, which gives him the beautiful orange and purple and yellow colors, and then the banana, of course, is what gives him his spots. He's definitely a little cutie pie. I know I say that about all my snakes, but all my snakes, I feel like they're so adorable. My daughter actually picked him out at a reptile expo. I believe it was the one in Columbia, South Carolina, the Repticon. But yeah, he is so freaking adorable. I'm not gonna shout out the breeder that we got him from though, because he was kind of a jerk. Because that's one of the first questions we ask. Is the snake on frozen thawed? And the dude said, yeah, my snakes eat everything. Frozen, thawed, live, pre-killed. But when I got him home, he definitely did not want anything to do with frozen thawed. It was like he didn't even recognize it as food at all. So I think that was just a sales pitch, which is kind of messed up because you should try to give your snakes the best home for them. You know, if somebody doesn't want to feed live, you shouldn't sell a snake that only eats live to them because they might not know how to switch them over to frozen thawed. Thankfully, I was able to switch this boy over, but it definitely was not easy, and still to this day, he will not take rats. He will only eat mice. He's a very picky boy. He likes what he likes, okay? He likes what he likes, and that's what he likes. So this is my false water cobra. Her name is Karma. And she is burrowed under the substrate. Just chilling. We're still working on handling too, so she's still a little bitey. She's just a little baby. She can't help it. But if I'm gonna be holding her, definitely need to be paying attention to her and not trying to shoot a video at the same time, just because she is a rear fang venomous colubrid, and so they do carry venom. Of course, like it's not like a venom that can really hurt you or anything, but I've definitely been taking it slow with her, and she's one of my more recent snakes. Hopefully I can get her to warm up to me a little bit, and I might even do a whole video about her. But next is Taurus. Taurus is my lavender Taurus is my lavender plains hognose, aka western hognose. I'm not gonna take him out because, as you can see, he gets very stressed out, and he's really been just a problem feeder, hence why I have him in a tub. He was like this whenever I got him. I've tried to handle him and socialize him, but he just does not tolerate it. He will go on food strike if I try to handle him, and I'm just more about having healthy snakes and watching them grow. I don't necessarily need to handle my snakes, so that's that. That's him. We're doing the tub thing because he has been taking food more regularly in here. I think because he feels more secure in a tub, I think. So he just seems to do better. I might try to switch him to a tank later on, but he's gonna have to be more established and feeding more regularly than he is now. But I mean, he's got, you know, water bowl, 2 hides, cork bark for him to climb around and on top of him wherever, some enrichment. So I mean, this is plenty big enough for him, if not too big for his size. Eclipse is my Mexican black king snake, and she is growing so fast. Oh my goodness, I'm about to upgrade her again. This is a 40 gallon, but I'm moving her up to a 75 gallon because she really utilizes all of her space. Like, she is always all over the place. Oh, and there's a fresh shed. How nice. But I'm not going to be holding her today because she just ate yesterday, so I don't want to risk her regurgitating her meal. That is another time when you shouldn't hold your snakes, is when they have just eaten. You need to wait at least 24 hours, preferably 48 hours after they eat, to handle. But yeah, this is Eclipse, and this is her enclosure. I will overlay a video of me holding her as well. So yeah, let me know in the comment section any ideas you guys might have for her 75 gallon enclosure. I need to fill it up with a bunch of stuff, and just would like to hear what you guys think would look good. This is my Kenyan Samboa Nash's enclosure. I did a video on this bioactive setup. He is nowhere to be found because he is doing Samboa things. And I'm not about to tear up this beautiful terrarium that I just fixed up for him just to do this video. So I will throw some videos of me holding him over this for you guys. And yeah, he comes up to eat, that's it. So this is what you're going to be looking at whenever you have a Samboa, an empty tank. But they are super cute. Here we have my little quarantine baby. This is just a regular black rat snake, and I'm pretty sure it's wild caught, but not my fault because I didn't know. He is currently in quarantine, hence all the paper towel. And he's in a different room from everybody else, of course. I'm excited to watch him grow because these snakes are excellent climbers, and I want to do like a really big like arboreal and terrestrial terrarium for him. I might actually get one custom built because I want it just as tall as it is wide, and I want to put like a real tree in there for him to climb up and stuff. I'm just really excited what I'm gonna do for this little snake right here. He is so cute. He was actually a Craigslist rescue. The lady thought he was a corn snake, but he is in fact a black rat snake, or eastern rat snake as some people like to call him. He has a pattern now, but he will turn all black with a white belly, or white under his chin and belly area. And he can get they can get about like, I think it's 8 feet long. So they're pretty long snakes. On to the geckos. This enclosure belongs to my adult Dalmatian crested gecko. We call her Cookie, but her real name is Sapphire. And I'm not going to be holding her. And you really can't even see her, but I'm trying to let you guys see her. But you can't, because she's hidden. And I'm not going to take her out, and I will tell you why. And some of you may know why, because I post about it a lot on Instagram. But she has been laying eggs for me this season. I bought her as an adult because my first crested gecko, I bought a baby and really couldn't handle her, so because she was so jumpy, and so I wanted to get an adult who was more calm. Here's her egg, you can see right here. They incubate fine in this bioactive enclosure. This will be her 4th clutch, and they have like 2 at a time, 2 per clutch. So she's your mommy. The breeder sold her to me for pretty cheap because he thought she couldn't breed, or he thought that she couldn't take. So he sold her to me. And the crazy thing about crested geckos is they can actually retain sperm and like not lay eggs until they feel safe enough to. For an example, like she didn't lay eggs for him, but probably because he had her probably in a tub along with all of his other adult females. Probably cheap paper towel substrate, a little egg box, and maybe some fake plants. And she just obviously didn't feel comfortable enough to have her eggs there. So he sold her to me, and I swear to you, not even 2-3 months after I got her, she started laying eggs. That goes to show how amazing these creatures really are. Like, how is that even possible to retain sperm? That's crazy. This next crested gecko is my boy Topaz. I call him Topaz the Spaz because he spazzes out if I just so much as put my hand in the enclosure. I just recently added real live plants to his vivarium, so I'm super excited to watch them grow up. He is back here. I'm gonna see if I can show him to you guys without him freaking out. And there he is. Cutie patootie. My little Topaz. The little Spaz. He was actually a Craigslist rescue as well. They were actually feeding him the cheap crested gecko food from the pet store, but they didn't even put water in it. They just left it in powder form and expected him to eat it, which is really sad. He was really underweight when I got him, but he's putting on weight really well now, so he's doing really good. This enclosure here belongs to my little baby. His name is Jasper. I think it's a he. I'm not real sure, but he's like my calmest gecko, Crested Gecko. I can actually hold him, and a lot of my other geckos don't like to be handled too much, but he doesn't seem to mind it too much. He doesn't go absolutely spastic like some of the other ones. And this is my baby girl, Amethyst. She is growing up so fast. Like all of a sudden she had like a growth spurt, but I think I'm going to be moving her up to a larger enclosure here soon. She's not too handleable. She likes to run away from me, but I'll try to pick her up for you. I'm not making any promises. Oh, look you guys, I just caught her eating. Oh, she's so cute. Crested geckos are the cutest. Are you eating, Mama? Is it good? Did I interrupt your meal? I'm sorry. How rude of me. So those are pretty much the geckos that I keep as pets. The next couple geckos I'm going to be showing you are my little baby hatchlings that my girl Cookie just gave birth to. Not gave birth, but eggs. Cookie's eggs that hatched made these little crested geckos, and they were little surprise geckos, but unfortunately I cannot keep all of them. There are going to be too many. I am keeping one. Not this one, but I'll show you the one I'm keeping. But I'm just going to be breezing through these because like this video is already so long. It's ridiculous. But this one is one of the more recent eggs that hatched. He's more chill than the other ones. For some reason, all the little clutches she's laid, there's been one that's kind of calm and one that's a little spaz. But this one right here, he's pretty chill. He's a little cutie. They're all Dalmatians. I'm trying to wait for them to grow up a little bit so I can see if they're actually going to be super Dalmatians, because I suspect that some may be super Dalmatian, and I also suspect that there's a couple that are lily whites, but we'll see. I'm not really sure exactly how I'll be able to tell. I need to do a little bit more research. The breeder that I bought Cookie from, that actually bred her before selling her to me, and is the reason why she had these eggs, he is not responding to my emails or telling me like what their lineage is. So whatever, hopefully he'll respond soon. This one is a little chunky monk. I believe this is the one I'm keeping. She's a little bit fired up right now. She gets very light, like pretty much white. And I was gonna name her Opal, but I'm thinking about naming her Camellia, because literally wherever she's at, she's like a little chameleon, and she'll change the color to camouflage. I'm not sure if that's a normal thing with crested geckos, but my other crested geckos don't do it like she does. So I just thought that Camellia might be a cute little name for her. She's a little chunky monk. She eats a lot. Well, I don't know if it's a he, she yet, but. And this is another little hatchling baby that's for sale. Comment down below if you're interested. More babies. Okay, no, this is the one I'm keeping. Okay, I got this one confused with the other one. But this one's definitely the one I'm keeping. You can see her little Dalmatian spots. She gets really light white, and she's just so pretty. She can go from white to like dark brown, and it's crazy. But I think she's just absolutely gorgeous. She's just amazing. I love her so much, and she's pretty chill. And I just wanted to catch a little shot of the tubs I keep them in. I keep a lot of ventilation. You see all the holes You need to make sure your babies have plenty of ventilation if they're being kept in tubs, because you do not want them to get respiratory infections. It's no fun. And these are these are from the last clutch they hatched. They're eating really good. Not had any problems with any of her babies whatsoever. And I did not even incubate the eggs. They just hatched. Well, she's in a bioactive enclosure, so she laid them under the moss, and they are all hatching like perfectly. It's amazing. But yeah, these are some of the babies that are available. Hit me up if you are interested. You can also contact me on my Instagram at LilyExotic. Follow. I love talking to people about reptiles. And here we have Comet. Comet is my leopard gecko. He's a big boy. Comet is just a normal morph. When I first got him, he had really bad stuck shed on this back foot back here. As you can see, his toes over here are a little bit longer than these over here. He had some trouble shedding at his previous home, but we took care of that and he's doing really great now. I have him on a bioactive substrate and he never has a problem shedding now. I really recommend going bioactive for these guys. So yeah, that's Comet. Comment down below. So that's it. That's all my reptiles. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more videos, and let me know in the comment section what else you want to see from me. Talk to you later.